Now the same MPP. So fair trial now. Almost said them Tamakloe Febuno. Ken Ofori-Attah no for the same fair trial. Almost no. Ken Ofori-Attah is not coming to Ghana. Attorney General this was the Attorney General under his watch. And Omujeli said them Tamakloe 10 years. It was this guy. And the Okotina radio, so or see the NPP, we are going to tell you people, send them about it does not guarantee Ken Ofori-Attah, but Ken Ofori-Attah Antina Bruchile, Koto the Nebuje. Yeah, Mammy, we are some by the presidency released a statement through the spokesperson of the presidency. Attorney General to meet U.S. Department of Justice for bilateral discussions on all pending extradition requests.
Abusia mamena wase na memba wakwa ba mesro se obasua na wa subscribe to this particular channel. Like video we na share ma obi nso enye bi ehwe. NPP for ekame ayese omo aye Ghana for anase NDC aban no adanko edada adwi. Tamwa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oni Attorney General. Omo ye omo adwen se Ken Ofori-Attah former Minister Finance awakokodi obi man so a ompese obeba Ghana memu ha no. Omo ebo mo humodi bia se omo de Ken Ofori-Attah eba Ghana memu ha. Ba sa time no na Ghana fo bibre kan se adenti na NPP fo omo emmoa na Ken Ofori-Attah ema me PM e wo Ghana memu ha. Na so no ankasa osusu se oni boni bia adenti e na oma meyi ne hoano na akɔhye obi man so a ompese obeba ono ankasa ne man ya na wo ye finance minister e wo mu no emu. Na woyi e na NPP communicators omo kokotuna radio any TV program so asem omo kan ene se NDC for mo ye ayenya atwom because Sedina Tamakloe atienu aye na kwakogina court wa ye di nasem ya kan se onko jail for 10 years ono NDC for mo ye mo adwen se mo de no beba Ghana memu ha na emom Ken Ofori-Attah ye ni nasem kura e wo court e na mo person ye NPP for ye de no ebeba Ghana memu ha na se mo person ye de Ken Ofori-Attah eba Ghana memu ha de ya ene mo nso mo fa Sedina atienu Tamakloe emra ansa na ye de Ken Ofori-Attah aba ejebo aja enya babedru ena Sedina Tamakloe aba be piem e wo oman Ghana mo sisi ya mene wo ekase owo Ghana ha oba be face the laws of the land we ena yebisa former Attorney General deputy sisi ye Sedina Tamakloe aba de be asem ena mo ka e de afa Ken Ofori-Attah the case no eho menua asem a okan ye no aye Kevin Ekow Badu Taylor de amo aba be bubbo na adwen e de akere sa aman no wasi ye nye mofra anase ye nye nkwara e wo Ghana memu ha asem sei e na mo kan ye na se ne Sedina ma babedru Ghana memu ha na se wo be kan sa asem ya na kire se mo de ya adwen e di agro into former Deputy Attorney General Kevin Ekow Badu Taylor na ni abre ne su ye pa na we e na aban His Excellency John Dramani Mahama onam ne minister so Felix Kwachi Ofosu e de babetudwa say there is some kind of collaboration between Ghanaian government and the American government no say nipa biala wo free Ghana na wadi Ghana bone aban no susu se wadi Ghana bone na wakwakohye US man mu no US man no e de ne beba Ghana ha na obi biara nso a wo ye Ghanaian na wadi US man no bone a wo nso ehia no Ghana so ebeboa na ye de sani pa na kwakopie mu e wo America e monte so enti enche bia ye gidi se ebia Ken Ofori-Attah obeba bipiem e wo Ghana memu ha na se wodi bone e de atia oman no se de oman no esusu na allegedly na obabeyi ensem ano na we dey say ensem no ebu ebo na obiya ni hwasebe oye bigger than the laws of the land na emra no eno no eti Kevin Ekow Badu Taylor obabekire na adwen e dey akwasa asemwi eho enti menua me ne wo be kwakɔhwe video na wo video no ewia na nso akɔ comment section ho na wakire wadwen e dey akwasa asemwi ehu unya subscribe ya mesro say obe subscribe to this particular channel like video we na share ma wo bi no nso onya bi enwe enti yanko na yankuti Kevin Ekow Badu Taylor asem waka Ediafa Deputy Former Attorney General Nasemuya Wababeka Ediafa Ken Ofori-Attah any Sedina Tamakloe Ensemuya Ekosi ehun Yakoba yebetwaso Ediafro Medawase
Andra when I broke the news here said Mami we a friend eye Sedina Tamakloe America for the naba Ghana she was basically sentenced in absentia Tama ye sentence no na mami no oni ho. And mami we have a court. Waba Ghana back. She needs to serve her sentence. Now the lawyers take another step. It is not up to me to decide whether this woman, the case no, uncle in Sawum, the law is there already. We all know it as we speak. The woman or the lawyers, they are going to court to do what? To overturn the 10-year sentence. It is up to the court. It is not me. The same way Chairman Wontumi has been given fair trial throughout. Say Obi Ekojina court. Sebio ende ye boa Obi kumfo. Na the lawyers appeal sa kumfo na. Ghana mra say they have the right to appeal it. Appeal does not mean you win. And as we speak, Emrani clear. Sende Chairman Wontumi Eko court. Na Sebio, I'm not saying dear baby and oh ebia and they say jelly Chairman Wontumi. He can appeal it. So we need to understand. We need to allow the law to work. The same way, say to me, Ken Ofori-Attah about Ghana. Ken Ofori-Attah should be given a fair trial. He needs to also stand before the court. Ken Ofori-Attah needs to be given a fair trial. Everybody deserves fair trial. I will say Obia Ede to me babe jina court nenim. Say court so this woman has been jailed. She needs to go to court. But the lawyers was something to say. It is up to them. It is not up to me to decide. It is between the lawyers and the court. That is their job. But what I want to say, then they say, every single person should understand, say, when they stand before the court, they deserve fair trial. We need to make sure Emran na ye diso. And see, sometimes we catch an MP before say, today we are all happy. This woman is back because it was the court that did its job. Now, why is the MPP not happy? Say, Ken Ofori-Attah will come to Ghana and also stand before the court, which we believe is handing over fair trial to Ghanaians. Because it was the same court that gave this woman 10 years. But you know one interesting thing? One interesting thing, they say, a MPP for former Attorney General, Ekow radio so, Ewa Sempa, or say, Sedina Tamakloe's extradition in free US by does not guarantee Ofori-Attah's return. You see, MPP for no, they are saying say it does not matter. Almost started the process of bringing Sedina Tamakloe to Ghana. Almost to me accomplishes our process. No, Godfrey Dame any abranti we and started say Sedina Tamakloe. Almost fanimra no kode fiase. And ya the Sedina Tamakloe aba obe face court no or kode fiase. Ye busa sankofo we are biem say na Ken Ofori-Attah ya de na omba almost say no de and guarantee say also Ken tina bruchri. That is the NPP for you. Now you understand. The same MPP know they started this process. Omotimi Akufo said Namaba. Omotimi Edi chairman the America for the number. She needs to go serve her jail term. Now the same MPP. So fair trial now. Almost said Tamakloe febuno. Ken Ofori-Attah mra no mefa the same fair trial. Almost no. Ken Ofori-Attah is not coming to Ghana. Omanga's Attorney General this was the Attorney General under his watch. And Omujeli said Tamakloe 10 years. It was this guy. And the Okotina radio so or see the NPP, we are going to tell you people, send them about it does not guarantee Ken Ofori-Attah baba. Ken Ofori-Attah antina bruchire. Koto de ne bodwe. This is the MPP. This is what we call the MPP. So we per MPP. When we would know who we for toilet MPP no. They are full of shit. So what the MPP. When we would know so who say we for abain. We for toilet is why and any MPP they are full of shit. They are people, they have no principle. They eat like pigs. They don't care what it is. You see, today they are here, tomorrow they are here. They don't follow any principle. A party full of foolish people. They don't care. It's not about what you think. It's about how they think. MPP, you cannot reason with them because you don't know what Jimmy. They can't have from so where did you matter? I am one of them. Many of Monsieur Mokasa, many of them school. I know these people. And I didn't mean MPP ni catch say and this is for the answer. Now more support to them. I am still an MPP. My catch they are foolish people. I know my people. Many of them I grew up with these people. MPP. I know the MPP than anybody else in Ghana. Yeah. They are my people. I know these people. Say, upon Cheney Frisus, the catcher of MPP near Ejimia, men can be asre because MPP for Jimmy. Onam Wurum, Onam kokwa say now kongu se toilet is wa and then the NPP they are full of shit. That is the NPP. They are wastes. Omunimunyansa. They don't have any brains. They don't care. They don't follow any principle. They don't fucking care. I don't mean for the past 8 years. The idea here today is MPP today is on TV or on radio telling Ghana for say yemfa to me momo in less than 2 years old. One kasa nyabu tsene tenase. MPP were in power for 8 years. MPP were in power for 8 years. Nyoma Ghana for komu, DDEP, DN, we saw everything. In less than 2 years, the MPP are on the standby telling us, to be momo. It means they don't respect us. We say, Jimmy, we saw for 8 years. We saw everything. We saw the abuse of power, the disrespect to the rule of law. We saw corruption, broad daylight, disrespect from the first president and the second president. How the president's wife, the vice president's wife, they took illegal salary. Like we saw president's wife on Nema Ekow BA Foundation, no Muria Abansika. We saw vice president's wife or to private jet. No ako India so okoshe kunkumbaja. Yehu president ba $2 million, $23 million painting contract. We saw a president whose cousin is a finance minister. Omutumi tam COVID-19 sika. Now president ako rent jet. All because Opeso Demna Hotono. We saw how deliberate abuse of power. How we saw young people. We saw people being killed on the street of Ghana because of power. We saw how people in office abused office. How we had parties for passing COVID levy. We saw everything. We saw the abuse. We saw the disrespect for Gabi Ochadako. We saw all these people. Bounty. We saw the Japadie, they put together a plan to go sell everything outside. We saw how they manipulated elections. We saw everything under NPP and your boy election results 8 times. This is under NPP. Today, in less than 2 years, they are telling us it means they don't respect our intelligence. They don't respect our intelligence. How the dollar from 3 went to 17 and over. How petrol went all the way to 23. How GDP went all the way to $1 trillion. How inflation hit about 57. How capital interest rate was over 30. This is the MPP. We saw an MPP that said they have introduced gold for oil to drop the price of fuel, to drop the price of other things. We carried raw gold, gave it to a third party, Alpha Stream, to take to Dubai. We carried Ghana's gold under Bawumia, gave it to a Lebanese to travel to Dubai with the gold, come back with dirty oil. These are things we witnessed under the leadership of the MPP. And today, these people get on the sidelines and they are telling us, we should forget. Mami we some the presidency released a statement through the spokesperson of the presidency. Attorney General to meet U.S. Department of Justice for bilateral discussions on all pending extradition requests. It's the end Honorable Ofusu-Kwakye at the Assembly to or say Mame Sedina Tamakloe US government Edinaba Ghana no extraditing no. The krata bi so etoto na krata ni nyina ne say America for say pese share Attorney General of Ghana bedi nkomo bi afa Ghana fo a sebio ho nsem abedi abeka abedi abrochire a sebio Ghana pese yede nyina eba Ghana ebegina edien emra ano na kasa no say nim say Ghana fo dodo a bokro no Ghana fo pe so be fie abeyi ho ano no bebre wo bokrom na esi ano ye krado some person ne Ghana Attorney General etena na di insawoso di nkomo no mu ekwan a befa so a Ghana fo bi ti Ken Ofori-Attah mo ene ho a enim so bokro no de beba Ghana na utie ana okenkan ensema Kwakye Fosu ede tu dwa ende anopa na o say in April 2024 the High Court convicted and sentenced Sedina Tamakloe Atieno in absentia. In July 2024, the government of Ghana submitted an extradition request to the United States of America for her surrender to Ghana to serve her sentence. After over 2 years of court proceedings, the United States authorities notified the government of her surrender in January this year. She arrived in Accra on Tuesday, June 9th, 2026. Officials of the Ghana Police Service and the Ghana Prison Service have taken her into custody and are making the necessary preparations for her to begin her sentence. 4. Meanwhile, the Attorney General is scheduled to meet his counterparts at the United States Department of Justice for a bilateral discussion on all pending extradition requests between the two countries. Attorney General of Ghana any US Attorney General no almost schedule meeting on Mobishia extradition Ekow left and Saba right. US for air penkophobia on person omudio free US ebegina court to Ghana. And Ghana so here Ghana phobia omushe USA omo pese omoba Ghana yedi omoba no mbegina court no enti Attorney General of Ghana say omo pese obushia US for na ato omonsa from so omontena se na sebio yemfa papa ye ento papa ye se Ghana di bi o Ghana e wo se de ne ba de abruchire na obeyi nsem no because ebia kro no bi oboy na ompese omone Attorney General tena se na omoti omo ho ase e na se Ghana di bi wo US na se wabebo kro no o Ghana na ye pene mana beyi ne ho ano a o se Attorney General no ene Ghana Attorney General no etena se na omoti omo ho ase na ye exchange no it is substitution by clean tactics and ebekoso. Substitution by clean tactics, substitution through diplomacy, substitution that brings the accountability and non bekoso between the US government, the Attorney General in the United States, and the Attorney General in Ghana. Substitution through diplomatic means, substitution by clear means, substitution by law enforcement. And non bekoso US for and so Eddie Omano asem atuga.
Abusia mame na wasi yakwa video na bana wauti asem ya former Attorney General Deputy or Kenya ne kwanso a eno no mo hyebo sese NDC etumi edi Tamakloe atienu Sedina eba beduru Ghana memo ha mo nso mo de Ken Ofori-Attah ebeba na sesesi ye Sedina oba beduru Ghana mo de mo kan asem foforo isi ye post no a shift inti ede be asem ina mo pese mo kan ede kire Ghana for NPP amanyuko no etiminua de edaho eno no Kevin Ekow Badu Taylor wakasa wachire na dwi oso mesero so beko comment section na wachire wa video pasa asembu ehu unya en subscribe ya subscribe na wodan ho na kreke so e dia ma like video wi na share ma wodi bi no so unya bi ehwe ma me fa wo esia na me sero yakopon se wakoma so bisade biala wodi ato na dimu no onye na omfa mo me do nya me so do me ne wo ebeshim sisi e dia makro bye bye.